I just want to say thank you. You know, for the last year, we've been against overwhelming odds. Overwhelming odds. There's delays and shortages in freight. There's delays and shortages in labor everywhere, not just here. Down in Georgia, where most of the products are manufactured, there's huge backups, huge delays, causing all kinds of problems. And so it's been a real challenge for every single person. You know, salespeople have to deal with an uphill battle of product delays. You know, we used to be a next day company, and some of these jobs can't go in right away. Some of them are a few weeks out. And I wanted to call people together today, and I'm sorry we did this indoors at the last second. It started raining, so we're all here. Against extremely overwhelming odds, we were able to not just have 1 or 2 really great months, we were able to have almost an entire year consistently of record-breaking months. And in March, we had some real challenges, I mean, we've been challenged all along for the last year or so, but we've had some extreme challenges that left us very, very short-staffed, and we pulled together better than any company, better than any team that I've ever seen. And I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away. I'm impressed when we break records and we have great months and we install more carpet than we've ever installed, or more laminate, or more hard surface flooring, and sell more jobs. But I've never been as impressed as I was in March. And because we did such a great month, and it was our record-breaking month, obviously when you sell more volume, there's greater profits. And a lot of business owners like to put those profits in their pocket and do a lot of things. I wanted to spend a lot of that profit this last month, and I wanted to give you a token of my appreciation that hopefully will be a sentiment to you forever. 20 years ago, I had a boss. In fact, it was Tiffany's dad. He passed away in 2003, I believe it was. And I worked for her dad from 1995 until 97, and then back and forth for the next couple years after that. And it was a very hard job. We had a difficult job. He demanded my best. And sometimes we demand everybody's best. Sometimes even when you're great, we push you to be even greater. Sometimes when you break a record, we want you to break another record. And when you're just doing unthinkable, amazing things, we want you to push yourself harder. And it's not because we're doing it out of greed. We're doing it because we want to see everyone reach their best. And that's what her dad did for me. And that's one thing that I took with me from my late teenage, early 20s years all the way to now, because that's how we built our culture here at the Carpet Guys. We built it on appreciation. We built it on trust. We built it on respect. And a lot of companies just don't do that. It's not about how much you're paid per foot or per yard as much as it is about how you feel, because the money we make in a cash bonus or whatever gets spent on, you know, you can get a $1,000 bonus or a $500 bonus, and it's spent on an old bill that needs to be paid off, or it's wasted on something useless that you don't even think about after you purchase it. Her dad bought me a watch that I still wear on my wrist today, 25 years later. You know, and it's a token of every time I'm having a tough time, or anytime I'm just feeling crappy, you know, I notice it, and I'm like, man, it's not even what it cost, it's what it means to me, because it's meaning that I achieved something that, you know, most people couldn't. And what we've done in the last year, and in particularly in March, this is about March, this meeting here, what we did in March was unheard of. Unheard of. Especially with the shortage of people that we had in all departments: sales, install, sales support, customer service, install, the warehouse. I mean, the warehouse guys are busy working right now, but I want to tell you guys, I thank you there's Tom. I thank you guys so much. And Jerry, thank you all so much. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And my goal is to try to make this place, and there's no instruction manual of how to run a business, especially in the flooring industry, because none of my competitors sure as hell want to give me good advice. You know, I've had some good friends, and I've learned a lot of things along the way from good mentors, but there's really no instruction manual on how to run a business. Most businesses fail. 90% of businesses fail within the first 3 years of operation. They run out of money before they run out of errors. But we've been very blessed. And I think it has nothing to do with our sales skill or anything that we have different than other places do, technically wise, or, you know, we have some awesome installers, but I think it really boils down to the fact that all of you people care genuinely with your heart of how our customers are treated. And you care that the job is done right. You care that the customer goes after, like Rick was saying, and becomes a walking, talking testimonial about how great their experience was. And that's really what it's all about. You know, there's companies, you know, that are trying to compete with us that, you know, it's all about money, pay them more money, and it's not, it's about care. And most companies don't get that in their culture because it's all about the bottom line. And every business has to protect their bottom line. It's just business. We have to do it, otherwise we're not in business. But I think the most important ingredient that most businesses fail to have is care. But anyways, I wanted to give a few things out here real quick as my token of appreciation. But I wanted to give you guys a token of my appreciation and just say thank you. And unfortunately, I did not buy Rolexes for everybody because, you know, that would be about $500,000 if I had to buy a Rolex for every single person in this room, actually more than $500,000. But I did get a very, very, very nice, classy timepiece that will last you for your entire life. It's perpetual movement, just like a Rolex. It's one of the Seiko's nicest watches that they make. They have some really, really top, super $1,000, multi-$1,000 ones out there as well. But this one is still a very, very, very nice watch. We had it engraved for you, so it says Carpet Guys on the back of it as our appreciation. And I want to say thanks to the people at Lucido Jewelers because they were able to put together an order of over 100 luxury timepieces in a matter of 2 weeks for me and have them all engraved and gift wrapped. So the people at Lucido's were just fantastic.